And we're live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Outer Space Arcata Variety Hour. It is November 17th, 2024. Yep, that's what's going on. And because that's what's going on, and because of this election we just had in the United States of America, I think it's really important to pay attention to what's going on in politics right now. For me specifically, I feel like there's a lot of open misogyny going on right now that is just sanctioned by the people getting elected, which is scary because it means that in that way it's kind of sanctioned by the people who, by the electorate, you know, the people that did the electing. There's a podcast that I listen to that I highly recommend called Amicus with Dahlia Lithwick, who was a court reporter for many, many years. And she was talking with a guest she had on last night. I just want to open up with this really quick and read a little transcript from the podcast. Hey, Brandon, I'm suddenly not really hearing myself. Sorry, this will come in later. Okay. So this is Dahlia Lithwick talking to a writer. She said, I was really arrested by the chapter in your book about the sort of witch burning and women in speech. And I have to say, I've been reading for a long time, and I've been thinking through some of this with you for a long time. Skip a little bit ahead. And nevertheless, I'm struck by, as you know, the fact that laws actually criminalizing women's speech go back to the dawn of time. You quote Historia Amanda Foreman, quote, "The silencing of women is as old as civilization itself. The first laws to have come down on us included a speech code for women." And then you go on to say that Sumerian law codes, which date back 4,000 years, commanded that a woman who speaks out of turn to a man will have her teeth smashed by a burnt brick. And later you know that women were considered so dangerous they could be hanged for offenses such as having more wit than their neighbors. And I shouldn't be shocked by any of this. And somehow, as I was reading it, living in the world, it was stunning to realize that making sure the women are simultaneously weak and powerless, and also have these mystical witch-like powers to, you know, shapeshift and change minds. This has been baked in from the first legal codes. And the author responds with, I can't remember her name right now, I'm sorry. But she responds with something that I scrolled and re-listened to a few times. She says, "In the narrative and the dynamic that we're seeing so often now as the mode of political discourse is, I think, what a lot of domestic violence experts recognize, right? It's that the warning that you get when you realize that situation you're in, to not listen to what the abuser is saying, you need to watch what he's doing. Because if you listen to what he's saying, on top of everything else that's happening, you will be fundamentally disoriented about reality. Because it will be when someone is striking you that they're telling you that they're acting for peace. It will be when you're cowering in front of them that they will say, you're so powerful and you're a monster, right? You can't listen to what they're saying to you because they're deliberately trying to refashion reality so that they can abuse you and also say that you're the one doing the abusing. Which I feel like is kind of what's coming out of the mouths of the most powerful men in the world right now. You know, they're standing up for free speech and stuff and claiming that people were trying to, take them down when they are literally the most powerful people in the world. So that's interesting. Okay, and there is a song in my band called Think Tank that a friend wrote on this topic where, Sean, would you like to join me for some drumming? My drummer isn't here tonight, but Sean is jumping in. July, our usual host, is also not here tonight, as you might have noticed. But yeah, this song is kind of about that, where this idea that you are, you as a woman, are supposed to be weak and powerless, but also that all these forces need to keep you down because somehow you're also very powerful. That's the song It's an idea that the song is about, because you hear it so much that you start kind of like embodying it and thinking that, yes, you shouldn't like speak up out of turn, and you shouldn't take up too much space, because who knows where that will lead, you know? Like you might just explode in witchery, etc., and then get burned. The song's called Projection, and it was written by my friend Lee Davis. There's a shadow on the wall in a suit and tie. If you do what you're told, he loves you. And it feels so good being loved by this man, till you think about it at all. He's a projection, he's a Frankenstein collection sewn together by ages of violence and threat, an amalgamation from generations. But I let him live in my head. I let him live in my head. I can never live up, I can never live down to this man's expectations. And the real men in my life all get blocked out. I can see around his lies. He's a projection, he's a Frankenstein collection sewn together by ages of violence and threat, an amalgamation from generations. But I let him live in my head. I let him live in my head. He doesn't have a dick, no, he doesn't have a brain. Whoops, I'm forgetting the words. He's not really there, his demands are insane. He flickers like a candle, throws a shadow on the wall. But if I blew him out, would I be anything at all? There's a shadow on the wall in a suit and tie. If you do what you're told, he loves you. And it feels so good being loved by this man, till you think about it at all. Projection, he's a Frankenstein collection sewn together by ages of violence and threat, an amalgamation from generations. But I let him live in my head. I let him live in my head. Don't let him live in your head. Don't let him live in your head. So that song is about fuckboys that live in your head. And now here's a song about fuckboys that live out in the world, outside of your head. And how they are also messing with your brain. This one's just gonna be without drums. A punk song without drums. What do you want? Tell me what you want. Do you want to grab my ass or not? You can't have it both ways. You can't say that you don't, but grab me like you did while giving me a hug. What the fuck? Do you want to grab my ass or not? Get your story straight. Do you want to grab my ass or not? Get your story straight, man. You say you're my friend, grabbing my rear end. What is your plan? I don't understand. What do you want? Tell me what you want. Do you want to be a jerk or not? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Do you want to be a jerk or not? Get your story straight. Do you want to be a jerk or not? Get your story straight, man. So what do you want? Tell me what you want. Are you a fuck boy or aren't you, boy? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Fuck boy, be a fuck man. Get your story straight. Fuck boy, be a fuck man. Get your story straight, man. Fuck boy. Fuck boy. Fuck boy. All right, and now we have a couple of new time performers, but before that happens, while we do some changing over on stage, there's a video. What is it? Clean Girl? Clean Girl and Dirty Dishes, one of our local heroes. Here they go. Yes? Almost. Okay.
I'm Kasper. I don't have an online presence, but I'm going to be playing a couple songs that I wrote.
You are presently online right now.
Hello, everyone online. This first one is called Bound to Wonder. Silence knocks at my door. I forgot to give her the key. Was I afraid of the things she might say, the world she might show to me? Grace found me sleeping. I was dreaming my life away. Patient as a mountain, she just smiled when I asked her to stay. If I am bound to wonder, to discover I'm free from the past, if I could hold the answer, then why am I still so afraid to ask? Threw myself into your river, but the river ran through to the sea, and she swallowed me whole, tore all my clothes, spit me naked back on the beach. Oh, was I not strong enough and a fool to give it a chance? I opened my heart and left with a scar, but I guess that's just the dance. If I am bound to wonder, to discover I'm free from the past, if I could hold the answer, then why am I still so afraid to ask? Wonder appeared as a woman. Beauty was her name. Tenderly she broke me open as she showed me what no words can say. If I am bound to your wonder, to discover I'm free from the past, if I could hold your answer, then why am I still so afraid to ask? was bound to wander. Right, this next one is Aquamarine. Hello again, my gray, clinging to a rainbow as the colors fade. But some things never change. I still remember your eyes that day. All I ever asked from you was a chance. The frozen wallflower waiting to dance. Pull me up from the shadow into light. Transplant my heart, bring it back to life. All I need is in your ocean eyes, my aquamarine. That could be enough, but I guess we're just too far from love. Oh, I guess we're just too far from love. Sat up on the back of a shooting star as it goes crashing through, passing through the dark. Tether me, oh my heart. Oh, if I could take you with me on the ark. All I need is in your ocean eyes, my aquamarine. That could be enough, but I guess we're just too far from love. Oh, I guess we're just too far from love. All I ever needed was a hand to hold, a place to hide when the sky was cold. Bury me in orange snow, but don't let me go. Don't let me go. So spoke Aristophanes, that we were one, cut into three. You, me, and love, what I wouldn't Aquamarine.
Yeah, okay. We have another first-time guest coming up to the stage, getting some stuff together. A mandolin, I heard. Cool. I don't think it's her first mandolin on Variety Hour. Maybe it is. Is it our first mandolin? It's definitely not like our 100th mandolin. So, so welcome. I can talk into this. Just fill in some space while he sets up.
Named Asher, by the way.
You're Asher? This is Asher. Do you have an online presence?
Very little.
That's great, honestly. I'm always impressed with when younger people don't. I'm like, yeah. That's usually the thing that makes me feel old is that I'm not online much. But then, yeah, it's cool. I'm glad it's coming back.
I hope to have one at some point.
Yeah.
Ideally.
It's not like all bad. I'm happy when people are like, oh, it's not the thing driving my life, you know, which
absolutely.
with a lot of people is. So yeah, it might sound good just with the mic.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How's it sound now? Good. This
I'm gonna get the mic a little
Yeah.
more. Yeah. Too much?
this instrument is older than I am, so it's hard to tune.
Oh.
This is my great grandfather's mandolin. It came to me and it was a little broken, and it's probably a little bit more broken now. But very grateful for it. Really hoping I can tune it. So I figure normally I would talk about what the song's about before I play it, but I tend to write songs that are very self-explanatory. So ideally, I guess you'll just see. I'm very envious of Kasper's extremely poetic and wonderful songwriting. And I've got a different style, but oof, I love it so much. All right, this one's called. Okay, this one's formally called Rapunzel, but it's known among the people that like it as the house sitting song. You hear that okay?
Which way do I turn the shower knob for the water to get hot? Where is the recycling bin? I confess I already forgot. Why does the dishwasher smell bad, and will that problem fix itself? When I go back to my house, will they be expecting someone else? Cupid's arrow pulled out, I can't stop the bleeding, reading tarot. Tower every time, bought a scarecrow, someone else to stand up for me. Waiting for my lease to let up, wishing that it wouldn't ever. Thanks for letting me sit on your house. some people over? And if so, can they vape inside? Can I change the thermostat? Or when you briefed me, was that implied? Can I leave my clothes on the floor? If I clean well, does it matter? In 2 weeks when I go home, will she still be there staring daggers? Cupid's arrow, pulled out, I can't stop bleeding, reading tarot. Tower every time, bought a scarecrow. Someone else to stand up for me, hungry, go ransack the cupboard, wash the sheets and leave the covers. Think about a different lady, not enough to drive you crazy. Jury verdict off to slaughter, give your life and keep your honor. Thanks for letting me sit on your house.
I played that song for my friend the other day, and she just said, "Ouch." Thought that was a fairly good response. All right, the next one I'm going to play is, I just recently wrote it, so I'm going to have to look at my phone, unfortunately. I know it's bad etiquette. If I had a joke, I'd tell it. I went to, I played a gig. I played at a gig with Kasper. Kasper's first gig ever. I was very excited about it. I only learned about it an hour before it was happening. Oh, so did Kasper, yeah. At the Siren Song. And it was wonderful. And when the person that you're playing mandolin with plays with a capo very frequently, it's a little bit of a difficult to adapt to situation, but I made it work. All right. Are you hearing all my P's and B's really loudly over there? Should I tilt my head more up? Okay. Okay, this one is called Rings.
I still have the rings of people who don't talk to me anymore. Now you're giving me your rings. Grew up thinking things would end because of someone else. Sometimes. Well, that hasn't happened yet. Give me sugar and I'll turn it into alcohol. Give me Give me more and I will turn it into medicine. Give me lovers and I'll turn them all away. Constant urge to crack myself open and make you look. Runnings round and figure how it works. Lay me down and enter in the lottery. Pray that you're not tossed out of the draw. Stuck outside and I will make a shelter for both of us. Show me gods and I will make a place to pray. I whip hunger and I'll make a feast for anyone. Give me lovers and I'll make my getaway.
All right. Is that it? Am I off? Okay.
We have extra time, so I mentioned if there's nobody else signing up, we can be posting the track guy and song.
I mean, Kasper, you want to play something together? I don't know. What do we do? We could do Look at Miss Ohio. We could do Good Night Irene. We could do what else would we do? We could do Hurt. We could I got another original, but okay. Whatever. Let me tune again though. We had a sick 9 Inch Nails cover going on last night. It was really rad. I'm a big fan of putting things on mandolin that have no business being on mandolin. I did Last Christmas once. That was a fun one. Okay. Funny one or less funny one? Less funny one? Oh man. Okay. How does that song start? I don't know what I want. I don't know what to do.
So I'll keep it in my mind, and I'll have a strong intention, and I'm sure I'll do it sometime, as long as it's not today. 'Cause if you're my ball and chain, and you're my pair of handcuffs, if you're the tree I'm shackled to, I'm thinking I could stay for a little while. For a little while longer.
Yippee! All right. What are we doing?
I think we're just going to do a couple of announcements about
Sweet.
upcoming things, and then call it sometimes. Yeah. we're all volunteers here. Oh yeah. Hey, did you kill these, Brandon? Or yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. That was really sweet and special. Thank you, you two. How did you hear about this?
I keep my eye on the online calendar.
Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, well, that's all of the live acts we got for tonight. So I'm just going to talk about a couple of things coming up here at Outer Space that will be on our live calendar. The first thing that's coming up is on the 22nd. What day of the week is that? That's a Friday. So next Friday, 22nd, here for the second time, Pumps for Palestine, which is a drag show with some live music where all the proceeds will go towards relief for people in Palestine because they need it. That should be a really great night. I highly encourage you to come out, hosted by our local celebrity drag star, Kombucha. And then the next thing we have going on in terms of shows, I believe, is December 4th. It's going to be a really fun punk show. Night Court from Vancouver, BC are on tour, and locals Brain Dead Rejects from Eureka, and then Monkey Business. I'm not actually sure where they live, but they're here. They're great. Guitar and drums duo. I'm a fan. We'll be playing. And then 2 days later, on December 6th, some more local celebrities from Fortuna, the Critics, will be playing with support from closer in bands Small Aircraft Advisory and Snow Removal. Yes? Is that? Wait, what? Small Craft. Okay, yeah. Too specific about the craft. Small Craft Advisory. And then do we want to run through some of the community flyers, or do you have that ready to go? Just in terms of, we just talk about things that are happening here at Outer Space weekly. We have, Wednesdays are the most packed evenings because from 4 to 6, Gio does Get to Know Your Sewing Machine, where he will teach you how to use a sewing machine. You're encouraged to bring your own. That maybe, apparently a lot of people have sewing machines that they don't know how to use. So this is a great space to just bring it in and troubleshoot it and get going. I've sewed several things already. It's exciting. And then from 7 to 9 is open art night. Yeah, we got laughs from the other people in the room. I sewed a patch on the back of a sweater and a patch on the back of a jacket. Sewing machines are really great for sewing patches onto backs of jackets, etc. But I've seen people like put together a little bag while they were here, or just kind of just learning to use a sewing machine is a really great practical skill. Right, and then open art night from 7 to 9, also Wednesday nights. Monday afternoons, there's a youth group, iClub, that meets here. I believe from like 3:30 to 5:30 I've been seeing them. And then occasionally we also have improv on Monday nights, but it's we're kind of their backup space, so I'm not sure how regular that is. What else? That's about it. You know what? Let's just have a chill Sunday and go have some tea and go to bed early. That's my suggestion for myself. So I'm just saying it out here. But yeah, we'll be back on the first Variety Hour is an open mic that's live streamed to YouTube. That happens on the first and the third Sunday of each month here at Outer Space Arcata, unless we have a scheduled show. So thanks for the 2 new performers tonight, Asher and Kasper. Great names. Reindeer names, right? Kind of both of you. Yeah. Possibly our first mandolin, so that was exciting. Look through our archives and prove me wrong. They're all on YouTube at the Outer Space Arcata channel. I think that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks, y'all, and see ya next first Sunday.